Whispers in the storm. The tempest roars outside my small apartment in the heart of New Orleans, a city that thrives on the thrill of the unknown. Rain lashes against the windows with the ferocity of a wild animal, each droplet an echo of my racing pulse, urging me onward. My heart hammers in my chest, drowning out the weather's chaotic symphony, and rendering everything else meaningless. All that matters is you. I will get to you. It's a promise. Come on, come on. I groan, slamming my hands against the steering wheel as the traffic crawls like molasses. I can feel the panic rising, constricting my chest as fury bubbles over. Why now? With a rush of fury, I pound my fists against the dashboard, my emotions manifesting like a tempest outside. Everything feels insurmountable just now, the weight of my world pressing down, stifling. I am sinking under the pressure, gasping for air, desperate to be with you. As tears sting my eyes, I realize I am crying. Sobbing, really. It's dramatic, I know, but in this moment suffocating in despair, it feels like my very essence is being eroded. I can't envision life without you. Time bends and stretches painfully as I wipe my cheeks with cold fingers, catching my breath. You, a radiant beacon impossible to ignore. You deserve the universe, yet here we are, trapped in this moment of suffering. My mind drifts back to you, my every thought anchored to your laughter, your dreams. From dawn to dusk, you are my first thought upon waking, and my last the moment my eyes drift shut. You're the warmth I crave in an indifferent world, and your love consumes me wholly. It has been years since we ignited like a wildfire, yet the memory of our first meeting burns bright in my heart. I was lost that fateful night in late October, the chill biting at my skin as raindrops streamed down my face. I pondered my existence while meandering aimlessly down a dimly lit French Quarter street. Loneliness coiled around me like a snake, and uncertainty roiled in my stomach. But then, through the sheets of rain, I saw you. A silhouette against the swirling storm, you danced beneath a streetlight. Your curly hair, a wild mess of deep auburn, caught the glimmer of the flickering light, and in that moment, I knew what it felt like to see magic. You were perfectly in tune with the chaos, spinning in puddles, laughing like the world didn't matter. I remember whispering to myself, who is she? It struck me then, a truth I had scoffed at before, love at first sight is real. I felt like a moth drawn to your flame, it was beyond foolish, yet irresistible. After that, I would catch glimpses of you around the neighborhood, a fervent reminder that there was joy to be found. I could not help being captivated, a simple smile from you igniting a warmth that chased the shadows away. Now I stand in the sterile hospital room, watching you lie so still. A hollow grief swells within me, and I trace my fingers softly over yours, hoping to send warmth into the brittle air. I can read your fear like it's carved into your skin. But my own fear threatens to engulf me, a dark apparition waiting to consume what's left of my soul. Hey, I whisper, my voice trembling. You turn your head lightly, your eyelids fluttering like the wings of a butterfly, and my heart races at the brief connection. I'm here with you. You are everything to me, you're my muse, my heart, my love. The door swings open, and a young nurse appears, concern etched into her features. I'm sorry, but there's not much time left. You should say your goodbyes. I feel the words twist in my stomach like shattered glass. Thank you. My voice is barely audible, carried off into the void. Beep. 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 Time wanes, a fleeting shadow. Words bubble in the darkness of my heart, but finding the right ones feels impossible. I don't want to let go of your hand, even as your grip weakens. I can't. Please don't leave me, I choke out, willing the tears to cease. I long to scream, to tell you the depths of my love, the way you turned my life into a wild adventure. Every moment with you, every laugh and whispered secret, every gray day that blossomed into color, it all means everything. You complete me in a way I never thought anyone could. But the moments slip away, fleeting and cruel. I take a deep breath, the scent of antiseptic stinging my nostrils, slowly wrapping my voice around the truth that feels weighty on my tongue. I love you, I begin, eyes glistening. Just then, as if on cue, the rhythmic beeping falters, a dissonant note in the midst of my promise. Silence blankets the room. Your hand grows cold beneath mine. The monitors flatline. In that moment, all of New Orleans feels like it crumbles around me, as if the storm outside has seeped into my very bones, taking you away amongst the chaos, leaving me to face the devastated landscape of my heart alone. The world falls silent, leaving nothing but the sterile beeping of machines echoing in my ears. Coldness wraps around my heart, squeezing, as the realization crashes over me like the very storm outside. You're gone. The room feels cavernous and empty, my breath shallow as grief washes over me like an unrelenting tide. I blink, willing myself to wake from this nightmare. My fingers, still entwined with yours, tremble. No. No. I whisper, the words falling like ash from my mouth. The warm glow of your smile, the sound of your laughter, everything that made life so vivid feels like a distant memory, now cloaked in shadow and silence. I hear the nurse coming back into the room. I'm sorry, she says softly, her voice a gentle caress against the chaos in my heart. The world outside continues to howl as she approaches, her presence a stark contrast to my internal tempest. We need to take any remaining vital signs to prepare. I suddenly stand, my body moving without conscious thought, a fierce protectiveness overwhelming me. No. I exclaim, my voice rising into a near shout that drowns the drumming rain. This is not how it ends. Not for her. I'm shaking, tears flowing unchecked down my cheeks, a river of sorrow that I thought could never exist. The nurse's face shifts to one of empathy. She steps closer, holding my gaze with unwavering kindness. I understand, truly I do. But there comes a time when we have to let go. She wouldn't want you to hold on to pain. Clenching my jaw, I shake my head defiantly. You don't understand. She's everything to me. She saved me. She was my home. I point at you, my heart aching at the lifeless form before me. When I found her, I found my reason to live. I'll fight. But my words fracture like glass as I choke on the weight of them. What fight can I mount against the inevitable? The thought of a world without you is suffocating, a void so vast it terrifies me. Let me stay with her, I plead, my chest heaving. I just need a moment, just one more moment. The nurse nods reverently, stepping back and allowing the silence to envelop us once more. I turn back to you, the love of my life, my heart shattered into a million pieces. Reaching out, I cradle your lifeless hand in mine, wishing you could feel the warmth of my love radiating from the depths of my soul. I wish you could hear me, I murmur, brushing my fingers against your palm, tracing the outline of where our fingers used to intertwine. You showed me what it meant to truly live. You taught me how to embrace every waking moment, every storm, every laugh. You taught me how to love fiercely, and without regret. My heart will never belong to anyone else but you. I lean over, resting my forehead against yours, unwilling to surrender. In that moment, I wish so desperately for a spark, a sign that you can hear me, that you are still somehow present. Please, sweet love, don't leave me alone. Time stretches, the quiet only broken by my quiet sobs and the distant clamor of the storm. I can no longer differentiate between the cries of the rain and the weeping in my heart. I close my eyes, letting memories rush over me like waves. The first time you pulled me into a spontaneous dance on the streets of the quarter, twirling beneath the glow of street lamps, laughter bubbling between us as we danced among the shadows. The way your fingers entwined with mine felt electric, igniting parts of me I thought were forever dormant. And those lazy afternoons spent in cozy cafes, sipping coffee while discussing dreams of the future, plans for our endless adventures, and every trivial thought we cherished, those moments replay in my mind like a bittersweet symphony. Then, I remember that last summer when we traveled together, the wildflowers blooming brightly against the landscape of our love. Sitting under a twisted oak tree, we whispered secrets into the wind, capturing our hopes and fears in the breeze, swearing that nothing could ever tear us apart. The memory pierces through my grief, a golden thread amidst the darkness. You are still here with me, living and breathing in my heart, and in every whispered word we shared. I will carry you with me, I vow, raising my head, my tears still flowing but the determination now settling in my chest, solidifying into something unyielding. You won't ever truly leave me. Because you are my love, my heart, and you will always be a part of me. I stand slowly, still gripping your hand, and turn to the door. The rain has eased, turning into a gentle patter, the chaos outside fading. Taking a deep breath, I fix my resolve. It will get harder before it gets easier, I know this. But for you, I will honor our love. I will carry the spark you ignited within me and continue to spread that light. As I step away, I feel the weight of the world still upon my shoulders, heavy yet strangely liberating. For the first time since everything unraveled, I feel a flicker of fire deep within my heart. I will do everything to keep your spirit and our love alive. I will weave our stories into the fabric of life, one memory at a time. I love you, I whisper back to the room, knowing that even in the echoes of my loss, I have found the strength to keep moving forward. With you as my guiding star, I step into the storm, ready to face whatever comes next. As I push open the heavy hospital door, the dim lights of the corridor seem oppressive, the air thick with sorrow. But I take a deep breath, reminded of your laughter, your spark. With each step I take, the heaviness begins to lift just a fraction, a whisper of hope intertwined with grief. Outside, the rain has given way to a delicate fog. The streets of New Orleans are slick and radiant, the vibrant colors of the city blooming anew. I pull my jacket closer around me, shivering not from the chill, but from the cascade of memories swirling through my mind. The essence of you, the way you sparkled like the sun on the river, your wild spirit that danced with the wind, fills the air around me. I walk aimlessly, following the trail of memories we forged together. My feet carry me toward Jackson Square, your favorite place. The live music drifts through the air, a jazz band weaving notes into the tapestry of the evening. Laughter and conversation flow like the wind, and for a moment, it feels as though the world is still alive, still pulsing with the vibrancy you bestowed upon it. Settling on a bench beneath a flickering lamp, I let the memories wash over me. I can almost hear your laughter mingling with the melody, feel your hand intertwined with mine. Each note is a reminder that love is not bound by earthly presence, the moments we shared can never be erased. You live on not just in my heart, but in every song, every sunset, every swirl of paint that colors this beautiful city. I pull out my phone, scrolling through the photos we took together, your mischievous grin, our faces painted with joy at a festival, dancing in the rain. And there it is, the last picture of us, arms wrapped around each other beneath a sky splashed with fireworks, smiling so brightly. A sting of sorrow hits me, but then I close my eyes and imagine your voice whispering to me, reminding me to live fiercely. I will, I promise, speaking into the still air. I will live for both of us. Sunset spills orange hues across the sky as I rise from the bench, determination replacing the hollow ache. I head back toward the heart of the city, the streets bustling with life, the twinkling lights flickering like stars cast down to earth. In each person I pass, I see reflections of you, youthful energy, wild laughter, unforgettable warmth. I find myself at our cafe, the quaint little spot where we spent countless hours, but now it's more than just a memory. I step inside, the familiar aroma enveloping me in a tender embrace. The barista smiles at me knowingly, and I take a seat by the window where we often sat. As I order a coffee, I notice a canvas propped against the wall, an artist painting the very street I walked down just minutes ago. It's beautiful, a vivid portrayal of life and love, whispers of joy that you so effortlessly brought into my life. I pick up a napkin and begin to write, pouring my heart onto it. I will keep you alive in my stories, my laughter, my love for the world. I will visit our spots, share our love with others, and speak your name as if it were a prayer. Each word rolls off the napkin, a cathartic release of emotion. I finish my coffee, and before I leave, I fold the napkin and tuck it into my pocket, a small token to remind me of the promise I'm making to you, and to myself. As I step back into the evening air, I make my way toward the river. The moon hangs low, illuminating the path ahead like a spotlight. I walk along the banks of the Mississippi, where the soft waves lap against the shore, whispering stories of old. I take a seat on a bench overlooking the water, and I close my eyes. In this moment of silence, I can almost hear you, your spirit dances in the treetops, your laughter rides the breeze. The memories flood my mind like a gentle tide, and my heart, once shattered, begins to mend. I will carry you with me forever, I whisper into the night. In every storm, in every dance, in every heartbeat. And as the moon rises higher, casting its silver glow, I open my eyes to see the horizon shimmering, a stark reminder of the beauty that remains. You will always be a part of me, dear love. The storm may have taken you from this world, but it could never take away the love we built. I stand up, ready to face the future. Each step is both a farewell and a promise. New Orleans, with its vibrant spirit, holds endless stories, and I will share ours. I will honor you by embracing life, living bold and wild, just as you did. With the wind softly rustling through the trees, I walk into the evening, mindful that every raindrop is a kiss from you, an echo of your spirit guiding me through the storm, and into the light that lies ahead.